Hi guys, good morning. This is my first attempt at trying this new kind of format, so I just wanted to do a quick test. My name is Steve Pugh, and if we don't know each other, I do lots of different business podcasts and interviews and different things on the internet, on LinkedIn. But actually, basically in real life, my background is I'm a management consultant, but I'm a chartered mechanical engineer. I pride myself on the ability to kind of solve problems, and that's what I do for a day job when I work with lots of different clients and lots of different industries, and that's kind of what I do. I'm in the process of launching a new product, a new service, which is actually called the Roadmap MBA, and I'll go on to tell you a bit more about it. But basically, what the plan is that once a week, but eventually, as people get onto the platform and stuff, we might go to once a day, maybe more. Depending on how things go. Is that I have a belief that basically business education should be accessible to everyone. Often the courses which will teach you about marketing and sales and strategy and basically how you grow a business are often really, really expensive. And it's one of those things that it can exclude a lot of people, especially if you're starting out for the first time, you're a freelancer, money's tight. But actually I've been there, I'm in many ways, I still am there. But actually, from my background to helping to grow and run SME companies, I understand how they work. And actually, I understand that many people have to wear multiple hats. So you might be in charge of finance, but you probably also have to do a bit of quality and maybe a bit of sales and pick up different skills and do promotion and trade shows and stuff. But actually, it's that very nature that there aren't many places where you can actually learn the skills that actually, well, what is business strategy? How does it work? What can I do? And actually, how do we help move the company forward? Because as someone kind of put it, he runs an import-export product-based business. And although self-taught, he kind of just been winging it from what he'd picked up from different people, from different sectors about what he thought he should do. But there was no clear roadmap of actually like a process to follow. And then likewise, you can take that through to marketing and sales and that kind of thing. So basically over the past kind of 10 years or so, I've been building a lot of knowledge. I've read hundreds of books, but actually the big things I learn and I practice these things every single day. That's what companies pay me quite a lot of money to do. But actually, I wished as I went through my career, I would have had a roadmap, a guide, a document. This is 216 pages to actually just help explain different topics and concepts and different things just to help you move forward. And again, to remove the barrier to entry to a lot of these kind of topics. So I'm in the process. It's only this week I sent out the first few copies. So this is it. This is something that I spent the last 2 years hard writing, designing, doing all the website, doing all the videos and stuff. And basically, what is it? So the Roadmap MBA is a CPD accredited, so that's continuous professional development, professional education course to help entrepreneurs improve revenue, improve their strategy, and gain a competitive advantage. It will help career professionals actually kind of have the confidence to make that next step. Because if you go from your day job, which might be as a technical engineer, to suddenly you're asked to start running a company, there's a big jump there. So again, this will go through a lot of the concepts of what to do and how to do it. And then likewise for business owners, if you have a team of 5, 10, 15, 20 people, how do you get the most from your team? And it's one of those things that a lot of business owners often get pulled in a lot of different directions. Their time is tight. So actually having a resource which someone can pick up, use, put down, just to gradually get better and learn different skills at a price point which is affordable is something I was very keen on. But the real thing that for me, when you need a USP, because there's loads of training companies out there, there's loads of business coaches out there, there's loads of consultants out there, and actually, truth be told, a lot of them aren't very good. They will talk the talk, they'll do all the motivational stuff, but actually when it comes down to the brass tacks of sales, how do you run a sales pipeline? But actually, to be taught from someone that does it every single day, and I get paid by the day to do this, hopefully that adds a lot more kind of credibility. But then likewise, if you're the learner, you kind of want to go on this journey to help boost your business or career or whichever. It's fine having a textbook and all the information to kind of go through the process and learn the theory. But actually, many people want the ability to ask questions. I'm in this scenario. How does this work? How does this appeal? And not everyone can afford, hundreds of pounds per day to hire someone to answer those questions. So the whole point of the Roadmap MBA was to give people 12 months worth of access to myself, to basically work through the workbook and actually go through the whole process of understanding your aims and goals, your visions, writing the business plan, how does it work, how we start to articulate it. And we go through this whole process to basically help you grow your business. And actually, one of the things I was also very keen on is that because I interact with these businesses every day and I have done for a long time, some people will want to just jump straight to the sales bit. So I purposely designed it so you can do that. And it's basically meant to be accessible to everyone. There's a really good buy one, gift one concept, because I was likewise keen that, yes, a lot of big businesses, and this is aimed at SMEs who are probably, I don't know, £500,000 to maybe 7 million turnover. That's the kind of the sweet spot. But there's a lot of people who are starting their career, and I was there probably 2 years ago when I started as like a freelancer, is actually that, you know, to spend £400 on a course is quite a lot of money that you probably, you know, couldn't really afford to do it. But I was very conscious that I don't believe that those people should, you know, suffer because of finances. And likewise, a lot of communities where, you know, yeah, 400 quid is a lot of money. So I invented the buy one, gift one idea and the concept so that when bigger businesses actually buy the course, if they buy 5 copies for them and their team, we will donate 5 more copies to people that need it. So there's a thing called our guest list. So it's guest list at roadmapmba.com. And what we're going to do is invite people, or people can just apply, that when the business starts rolling, and this is the very first kind of live stream, you know, eventually we'll have spare copies which we can send out. And it's just to really kind of build a community, both to help real people in their careers. And I do believe that it is the best value business course out there. And I've done my homework and I've looked at it, and there's a very specific kind of price point. But then likewise, I also spend a lot of time thinking about the consumer. So again, especially with COVID and it's -4 outside and a lot of people are stuck at home, you know, people are homeschooling, you have your own commitment, you have your day job. So again, some of the things that fall down with traditional training is actually that you have to take time out of the business, time at the office, and you can't always do that around your own personal commitments. So the whole idea of the Roadmap MBA is something that you can pick up for 2 minutes or 2 hours or however you wish. Pick it up, put it down. And then likewise, I've really worked hard to take really complicated concepts that it might be in a 400-page textbook and distill it down to 1 or 2 pages. Just again, because I don't believe that business has to be complicated. So I've really put my heart and kind of soul into this. And one of the things which I haven't mentioned yet, again, is actually for everyone gets a textbook and you get a pack which is sent out and it's got loads of cool kind of stuff in it, which I hope you like. But actually that links with the website, which is roadmapmba.com. Once you sign up, if you sign up or if you get a gifted membership, there's a section to sign in. And then basically there are over 100 videos to talk you through every single concept, what it is, how it works, what is a sales pipeline, how to imagine it, different types of strategy, literally everything you can think of and everything that's covered in the book. But actually I try and talk you through it. And again, video is great. And I'm sure a lot of people will actually learn a lot from it. I genuinely believe that this is like really good value. But for me, the crux is actually for people to reach out once a week to actually say, look, Steve, I've got these questions, can you help? And then as part of the course format, basically I'll go through them. And then what we're going to start as well sometime soon is with people actually on the course who are paid kind of members. We might even do live like Q&As. We'll get the person on similar to how I do the interviews. And we'll do strategy masterclasses live. And again, that's one of my big things is that anyone could take a business textbook and then write their own course and try and sell it. But one of the big things I think I hopefully kind of differentiates it is that you can't blag actually being able to react and talk knowledgeably on a topic and solve people's problems live. I think that in many ways is the USP. So for a lot of people, I'm sending these textbooks out for free because the content I believe is genuinely valuable. But the real USP, which I think adds the real value for me as my kind of business doing it, is this, it will be the interactions. So although I normally live stream to LinkedIn, which is the main kind of business platform, I am very conscious that I don't want to annoy people through being in their face all the time, especially if these things start to go daily. So at the moment, I've decided to start with YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And I actually didn't even publicize this. This is for me to test the concept, test the sound, test the format, etc. And just to kind of tell you guys a little bit about it, but I don't expect anyone to watch. And then over the next kind of 2, 3, 5 months, I believe, I won't tell you everything now, you'll see major changes in terms of the video, the quality, the look, the feel, everything. So it's all kind of start moving forward. We haven't had any comments yet, which is great, because actually I didn't really expect anyone to watch. But that's the kind of thing that, again, if you track this on socials and you've got a question about your business or career, just drop it in, please let me know. And again, these are all going to get shared on YouTube and different things as well. So one of the questions that came in early doors was a guy called Peter Bacchione from Middlesbrough, and he's one of my long-time kind of business friends from Diablo Seasonings. And he basically asked, how long should he spend on each kind of topic? And if you flick through the textbook, I will try and do this backwards. No, I'll do it this way. Basically, there are color-coded sections for lots of different things. The biggest section, I believe, is the marketing section, which is about 40 pages, but they probably average about 15. And my expectation is, many ways, do whatever you want, do whatever kind of works for you. But before you kind of dive in, and actually on the website, there is a whole like step-by-step process, and there's quizzes and there's lots of kind of different things to kind of walk you through. Is actually just flick through the book, get a feel for the content, what's there, before you actually kind of start to dive in and actually answer different bits. One of the other things about the book, which obviously you can't really tell on video, is that it's all made from recycled paper, but likewise it's designed, and there's lots of different sections, so you can actually write in it yourself. It's designed to be a usable, workable document to really kind of help you move forward. So that's about it. We had our first proper question from James last night, which I will save because I think we're going to do a full masterclass. But yeah, so that is a very quick 12-minute. We now have the clock and the date. It's all these little additions just kind of will hopefully start to add up. But the plan is, so next Thursday, I will do another 9 AM live Q&A. A lot of packs. I've sent out 50 packs, give or take, in the last 2 days. So people will actually start to receive them today, tomorrow, etc. And then as they go through it, a lot of people might have questions, and it could even be little stupid stuff like, how do I log into the website? How do I do this? Please ask me. You can either ask me live in the chat. I'm going to pre-agree kind of guests, and we'll get them on and we'll talk through their businesses and stuff. But hopefully this is quite an exciting new start. It is always kind of daunting to start something new. I appreciate your care and attention. And likewise, one of the things I'm also keen on is that this won't be for everyone. You will have world-leading experts in marketing who might say, oh, the content, it's not good enough, etc. But again, what I've tried to do is create a real-world course that I think is applicable to most people in SME companies. And one of the reasons I kind of believe that is that in larger companies, and again, I've worked in kind of PLC companies, you can actually afford, and you've got a business which is big enough to have a 10 out of 10 specialist in marketing, a 10 out of 10 specialist in strategy, in sales, in wherever. But actually, inherently, if you work in an SME, you often have to wear multiple hats. So this course and all of the content, and the main kind of target audience is aimed for people, as in many ways, to make them a better skilled generalist. It covers a lot of concepts, but likewise, if you think you are the world leader in sales, don't buy the course. But then likewise, you still might learn something about business strategy, marketing, etc. So my name's Steve. Please drop a comments. You have questions at roadmapmba.com. You can email that 24 hours a day, whenever you want. They come straight to me. I will read through them, and then what I'll do is like kind of link it up. So I'll do a weekly kind of thing. But then likewise, if we get more and more people on the platform, again, it might go daily, and I'll just learn as it goes. Today is a test. Hopefully it was useful. If you've got any questions, please drop me a line. And yeah, my name's Steve, and thank you for your time. All right, cheers, bye.